This video is not financial advice. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. What is up, everyone? Safe Investor AG here. HBAR Simp, Saucy Warrior. And today I want to go over a couple important things about the HBAR, more specifically the Saucerswap ecosystem and how it's the fairest of all. Yes, very fair, very honest, which is why I love it. So total value locked 18 million, market cap 7.8 million, traded volume 130. It's doing great. Now I want to talk about more specifically, so everyone knows how this is basically a retail investors. It targets retail investors, so you can be your own bank. That's why, in my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not, throwing any blames or any kind of attack on anyone, or but it's just me. I'm just being a conspiracy theorist. Can call me crazy, but this is why banks don't like it, because you can be your own bank. So, anyways, you can read the this data. Okay, you can see where the volume's flowing. And most importantly, it has an anti-whale mechanism. Yes. So it does not allow any whales to manipulate the price. And no shorting allowed. It's perfect. This is just perfect. So this is why I love this. See, you know how to read the data. You know how to read the volume, the price, the liquidity, the analytics. You can get a pretty good idea where to put your money at, or safe places to put it at. So what do I mean by anti-whale mechanism? I mean this. So I'm going to give you an example. So I have 328,000 growls. So we're going to go for a little guy such as Mingo, for example. Look at the volume. It's got 0. Total value locked 407. Now watch what happens when I try to buy some Mingo. So I'm gonna go to growth. Now watch. Now I'm gonna go and try to get some Mingo. I have 81 Mingos, by the way. I'm trying to get little by little. Now watch what happens. Let's say I'm going to go all in on Mingo. Bam. They will confiscate most of my money and only let me drop 25 cents. Because 38,000 into Mingo will make it go kaboosh. I don't know. Millions of percents. Now if I go 0.5%, still, it's too much. 25%. Same thing. It's still too much. $9,000 is way too much. Now watch what happens if I do 1,000. 99. They'll confiscate 99% of my $100. $10, and then let's put 10 growls. I'm gonna put $10 in there. They'll confiscate 97%. 82%. Let's do 1 growth. There you go. Now it'll get me 11. Now it only confiscate 32%. Why? Because of the price impact. It's just the difference between the market price and estimated price due to the trade size. That is amazing. This is why hedge funds run away from mechanisms like these, and this is why retail investors that really try to educate themselves love this ecosystem. And I've told you before, I spent hours here, and you can read amazing data here to make money and to make good returns overall. So I wanted to point that out. And honestly, the more you educate yourself, you will realize that this is the kind of banking, it's the future. People going on their own, So let's say, for example, I make my portfolio. I put in most of my savings in here, and I put it in a safe pool, in a farming pool, say for, let's put it in a large pool, for example. So Saucerswap and HBAR. It'll give me 40% return, APY return. That's a lot. So let's say I pull out of my growth and put it in here. So just so you guys can see. So let's say I get some growth and put on. Now watch the price impact when it comes to sauce though. You ready? 50%, it'll confiscate. 22%, but mainly not because of the price impact it'll have on sauce, because I mean it has a ton, and right, it's because of the price impact it's gonna cause on growth. That's why it'll have a massive price impact on growth. So if I do all in, it'll confiscate 36%. If I go 50%, 22%. If I try to trade 25% of my growth into sauce, it'll do 12%. So you see what I'm saying? They keep it monitored, stabilized. The true definition of a fair market and no manipulation. I love that. So anyways, let's say I traded into a pool for sauce and HBAR. It'll give me 40%. So before, when I had $4,000 in there, or $5,000 in here, or $6,000, it was making me around anywhere from $3.50, $4 to $7 a day. At a zero, it'll make me $35 to $70 a day, just about. So imagine in 10 days you'll be making $700. You see what I'm saying? And in 30 days, in a whole month, you'll be making about $2,000. That could be a car payment plus utilities plus. Does that make sense? So banks would love to manipulate this. They want to manipulate it so they can keep all of it and only give you a measly 0.5% or 0.00001%. So it's amazing. It's a great ecosystem, and it'll be the future. This thing is going to explode massively, and I don't doubt that in the analytics, as we read here, eventually, remember, I've been predicting this, we're going to see we see 1 million to 2 million, maybe 20 million. We're going to see hundreds of million, and it'll even reach billions. Liquidity, we're going to see 500 liquidity locked in, or even 1 billion. A ton of liquidity locked in here. Mark my words. And then it'll be sauce. Sauce is going to be worth just too much. It's going to be $1, $2, $5. I don't know. But I know that for that future, I already know that there is not enough sauce. There's only 367 million circulating supply, but the total flow is 1 billion. And you cannot manipulate that, which is great. So I just wanted to explain that to you guys, how the Saucerswap ecosystem it's the fairest of all. And I just love this. This is why it really catches my attention, and I love going in depth because let's say it really lets me go in depth with amazing analysis, if you guys have noticed, and it gives you the daily data that you need. Whereas in the stock market, the real data is withheld. I found that out through AMC. They give you outdated data. It's like 48 hours, maybe a week or 2 weeks old. It's old. It's already past data. So, and who's retaining that data from the retail investors? You guessed it, banks, and it's no surprise. Banks and hedge funds and financial institutions, because they're the ones making all the money, creating synthetic shares and screwing over the retail investors. So when you think you got something right because of the data that you've read and you make a transaction or move, it goes the opposite way, because they can see the volume flowing in before even they have already a plan A, plan B all set up. But anyways, okay, I'm not going to go on a rant here. Eventually, I can see my videos and my channel eventually probably getting banned, because I am I'm sharing you guys all of my conclusions, results, and my thoughts on why this ecosystem is the future. And I just get the feeling. See, I kept getting banned from Webull. When I made a post, I kept getting shadow banned, unless I, posted something in general. This is the future. Saucerswap is the future. Remember that. HBAR is the future. Why? Because it's fair. Why? Because it's fair. This thing keeps everything fair. No one can manipulate it. Really, no one can manipulate it. So, I feel really at peace when my money's in here. And no one can go out and rug pull people. They can't. Now, I want to show you a quick transaction. Watch what happens. For example, keep an eye on, let's say, okay, let's do a Mingo transaction so you guys can see. Mingo, where's Mingo? Where Mingo at? There it is, Mingo. Okay, watch, I have 31 Mingos. If I get one, if I exchange one, it'll give me 11 Mingos with a 32% confiscation because of the price impact. It'll give me a 32% price impact. It'll give a, now watch, let's keep a close eye on Mingo. Mingo right now is up 4%. Watch how immediate the data is, okay? And this is amazing. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. All right, you guys are watching this, right? Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm gonna push this through. I'm just trading one growth for 11 Mingos. Okay, give it a couple seconds. Yes, it only takes a couple seconds. Watch. Look at the percentage. I have to update it. The transaction's going through. Give it a minute. Let's do one more. Now 64%. See that? It's already causing a massive transactional panic. But let's do it though. I mean, I got like 300,000 grills. Let's get a couple more Mingos. There. Okay, you see that? Keep watching. Okay. Wait for it. Usually takes a minute or two. See, 122%. Bam! It just spiked massively from my small move. That's how immediate the data that you receive from this. Like that. From the moves you make, the moves that are made. And it'll reflect here maybe in a couple of hours, because the analytics try to run through it, and the process is actually really fast. It's amazing. This is the fairest ecosystem, and I will forever vouch for Saucerswap. I'm saying this because the government wants to regulate this. He doesn't want us to educate ourselves. He doesn't want us to become independent. Look at that. Okay, so it's already, it's trying to balance it out, and it's back down again. Yeah, Just wanted to show you guys that. So if you get excited about buying a new token, you have to be very careful and read everything so you understand that part of your transaction won't get confiscated or penalized, because they're considering that you're trying to make a you're trying to manipulate the price. Same goes for cream, for example. If I go max into cream, bam, they'll confiscate 69%. They'll give it to me, but cream would just explode up. So the only way I can make the money back is if I sell when it's up, but when it comes back down, you'll be back again to step one. So you can't win if you're trying to push this up. That's amazing. So what do you guys think about Saucerswap? Do you guys like it? You guys think this is the future? Do you guys agree with me? You guys think like, nah, this is just a fad, this is overrated? Comment down below. Thank you guys for watching, and you take care.